Please take the time to do the research. If you have to invest in finding the right people, again, you ultimately are going to be the developer of your home. If you're not purchasing within a community, if you're not buying something that's already done and you're trying to build your dream home, then essentially you are the developer. And so now you need to hire a series of people. You need to hire a designer, an architect, you need to hire a builder, you need to hire a project manager. You need to hire all of these people to develop a team so that you can develop your vision. And you want that team to be working harmoniously. You want everybody to be on the same side. That's an important piece of the puzzle. Everybody's got to be working together. And that's why it's important for you to have a hands-on role in this process as well. Because again, there is, in my experience, not too many people in this industry here who you can just hand your project over to with a blind eye and expect everything to turn out like how you envision it. The person doesn't have your frame of reference. You might not even have clearly conveyed the vision. So how are you going to get what you want? And that's the importance of this, is to really develop a team, choose them, trust but verify, and then work with them. And another one of the things that I always say is about questions. You should ask a lot of questions to anybody that you're engaging. You should even just see how they respond to those questions, because somebody who really is truly going to be on your side, they're going to be happy about those questions because they're going to understand that you want to be informed. But somebody who's trying to do something a little bit shifty, they don't want you asking all of these. Don't worry. I've got somebody for that. We don't need to worry about that. It's deflecting. And again, these are all signs. And the reality with the development project, as you being the developer, is everything comes at your expense. I can't stress this enough. Even the mistakes that you encounter from workers, builders, laymen, or whoever is involved in the process, you have to pay for those corrections. The problem doesn't happen all at once. It's kind of like when things go wrong, it slowly unravels. And so you'll start with, oh, that's not a big issue. I can deal with that. But they're all little issues that accumulate to being a much larger issue if you're not careful. And so by being so hands-on, and this is another aspect of you, you are the developer. Unless you're buying into a project, if you're doing a custom dream home project, you're the developer. You are the developer. You're now looking for, again, an architect, the designer, a builder. You're looking for all these people, but you are the developer. Your eyes and your common sense. Common sense. It's not, I know at times people will say, well, hey, I don't have any training, but some of the stuff that I'm talking about is just pure common sense. And so you being there on the ground, you watching and you seeing what's going on, it really helps, because now little things, they can't do it because you're there. You're having a watchful eye. So I always recommend, you need to be involved in your project. You really do. If you want to do it from abroad, it's risky. I gotta be honest with you. It's very risky. And so the number one thing I would say with that is start very early with planning, because ultimately the biggest challenge here is the level of micromanaging that all projects require. They all require such an intense level of micromanaging to make sure that you get what you want, how you want it. Try to hire independent project managers. Try to have so that you have this checks and balances system. Sometimes, I had a client ask me yesterday, a potential client was asking me about quantity surveys and how, well, if they have the information about how many bags of cement, how many pieces of wood, how many everything, then how can things go wrong? And I said, well, who did the quantity survey for you? Was it your design team or was it your potential builder? Because if your builder is doing the quantity survey, then he's going to make those numbers match what he wants to make. There's a number of reasons why you're going to want to invest the time and the resources into planning correctly. Please, please, please. This is one of the corners that a lot of people cut. There's a number of shortcuts. And this is usually how, when anybody says, oh, your price is too high or it's too expensive or anything like that, it's not that my price. No, that's not what it is. It's the price that you've been quoted that's less. What is it not including? What are they not factoring in? When they tell you the price of the home, like when they say, oh, this is how much you should expect, are they including land or not land? Are they including the borehole that you're going to need? Are they including, you wanted solar? Did they include that in there? You know, and so again, it's what was included in that price. A lot of people here, I spoke on this a lot and I'm going to continue to do it. A lot of people are afraid that you're going to get sticker shock. So if they tell you the whole price, they're afraid that you're going to tell them that you're too expensive and I'm going to go find somebody else who's cheaper, you know, but what did your expense include? And that's what you need to really, really gauge. Maybe my expenses is including a lot more things that you're not factoring in. And then again, too, I'm building to a different standard, you know, and so again, what corners are being cut? One, create a team that's accountable and that you have measures in place that hold them accountable. And there's a track record. It's on paper. You want everything written down on paper. You don't want stories. People are going to call you with stories every day. Oh, this happened. Oh, it rained. Nobody else is paying your bill. Nobody else is going to be accountable for it. It's your bill. And when you really, really hold somebody to the iron about, they're going to flee and you're going to have to get somebody else. So again, do it right the first time. And that key is information. It's really information. Even in hearing how your builder is going to do it. What's your plan? Give me a 30, 60-day developmental strategy so I know what to expect. So I know when you need the money. It's not just, oh, give me $10,000 to get started. And then, no, how far is that supposed to go? So guys, I hope you have appreciated this and I hope you enjoyed it. The website is brandonrogers.home. I've got some wonderful stuff up there. We're going to be updating it even more. I hope you all have a blessed and productive day. I hope you've enjoyed this and I hope you found it informative and helpful. Thank you very much.